And part of the magic of Boss Radio was not only the sound, not only the tightness that we alluded to, but the promotions. There was a promotion going on every minute, every day. There's rumors about phone lines being absolutely jammed in Hollywood because of call-ins. I mean, there's stories like forever. There's stories. But you talk about the Batman promotion. So when Batman came on the air, and I remember reading this in Ron Jacobs' book, his big thing was, we're in Hollywood. This is a Hollywood radio station. We're going to take advantage of Hollywood. And so, of course, the Monkees was a big thing, even though KHJ didn't discover the Monkees, but they latched onto that. And then the Batman craze. And you were part of it. Did you do the Last Train to Clarksville promotion for the Monkees on the train?
It's funny you remember all that, John.
Well, I wasn't here. I've read about it, so I'm a good student.
Yeah, we took a town between Los Angeles and San Diego and changed the sign on the town to Clarksville so that we could take a train and go down to Clarksville and get all of these people that were fans of the station to ride in the train with us. And the Monkees would go and they would sing to them. So
I heard they didn't do very well. The Monkees had never played before that trip together. They weren't very good.
This is the fun of radio. That's not being done today.
Right.
I wonder why.
And it probably wasn't even necessary that they played very well. It was just the concept, the idea.
Davy Jones was there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hello.
And this was the weekend, I think, before the show actually premiered on NBC. NBC must have loved this. Just suck this up. And then the surveys always had a promotion on them too. And these were at every record store in the Basin and in the Valley, probably on into Bakersfield, for goodness sakes. The Boss 30 survey. There's a lot of stuff on the internet about these surveys, and there are collectors that have collected every one of them, and they're digitalized, and they're available. And I go back looking through KHJ history and some of these blogs and things and seeing some of these surveys. Not only, there was always a DJ on the cover, okay, so we could see the history of the station, of all the talent that came through over the course of these 15 years or so of the surveys they had. And there was usually something on there about promotion that was going on, It's like the phrase that pays, stuff like that. So, I mean, a lot of this was part of the magic of that whole thing. But Drake left. Drake left in 1971, right? They fired Drake, and they continued after that for so many years.
Who was the PD after Drake? Was that
Paul Drew.
Paul Drew.
At RKO.
I like Paul.
Yeah.
I'm the only guy who probably left in the United States that still has a picture in my archives. Yeah, they went through a number of Chuck Martin was there.
Right.
Chuck I speak to occasionally. And
Hal Martin.
Atkins was Ted Atkins was there.
Yeah.
There was a number of these are names known as you do the search of Boss Radio and so forth. You'd hear their names.
Okay. I have one question.
Sure.
Nobody's going to be able to tell me about the Wonder Kid from Omaha. Charlie Tuna. 17-year-old Charlie Tuna. A boss jock.
I will tell you, Charlie Tuna's real name was Arthur Ferguson. Charlie came out to be the morning boss jock. Now, I tell you, Charlie Tuna had a great voice. Great voice. And which...
Till the day he died, he had a great voice, by the way.
Now, Charlie Tuna, this is funny to me.
Yeah.
I would record things. I would write things out, hand them to Charlie, and Charlie would read them. This is
verbatim.
Like early voice tracking of a station. And I had a friend that owned a station in Kentucky. And the station was in Bourbon County in Kentucky. And so I wrote a bunch of liners for Charlie to sing. We recorded them, sent them back to Kentucky. He put them on the air. He ran there for years. Like Charlie's liner would be like, pouring Bourbon County since 1490 or something like that. And call those. And I remember in 1976, the centennial of the United States.
Yeah.
My wife and I, you went with us.
Yeah.
You were there. We went back to
Paris.
Kentucky to
Paris,
see.
Paris, Kentucky. Actually, this was a former newsman at KHJ, Bill Brown.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was Charlie was just an unbelievable person that naturally should have lived longer than he did.
I have an email from Charlie a few years back. I wrote an article for Radio World, one of the radio magazines.
Right.
I wrote an article, and just like the content of the article isn't really as important right now as it was. I kind of like sent it to some people, like the link. It's like, hey, read this article I just read, and Charlie was one of the people. I sent it to him through LinkedIn. He sent me a response, and in that it's like, having worked with your dad at the iconic KHJ, Kelly, I can tell your radio pedigree is showing. Best article I've seen about this business in years. And
He was a good guy.
I know, and I use that as a testimonial on some of my marketing material, because it's like, doesn't get any better than that.
And thank goodness his son is trying to keep his legacy.
Yeah.
Because he's still taking shows, some of the syndicated shows, and they're still airing.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie's a
The
good
last
guy.
time I saw Charlie, I'm going to say was
No, I know exactly when it was. It was when all the Clear Channel stations were consolidating, and we went to see the station. And so here we are, it's like Kiss FM, Coast, and stuff like that. And he was visiting. He was there visiting Johnny Kay, the program director.
Well, I think he was actually working.
He might have actually worked there.
Too.
Yeah, he might have
He was
actually
at
been working
KLAC.
there. But he was in the program director's office, and we
I've got
chatted.
stories about him actually doing standards at KLAC.
Okay.
In between, before he went to KBC.
Right. Yeah.
In between work.
Charlie was a nice guy.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Really good
Got along
guy.
great.
You know, I didn't grow up here, but in the 27 years I've been in Los Angeles, and of those 27 years, I listened to him for 25. You know, just a fixture in my mind, too. I mean, my life.
Right. It's amazing that he stayed in the same market for as long as he did.
You realize
know?
he did
He-
country,
everything.
and
He did everything.
oldies, and twice, and then of course he did top 40 forever, and just
We made a couple of
versatile guy.
movies.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Well, Don Steele was in a couple of movies too.
Yeah. He had his dance show.
So Don Steele was Pussycat, right? Okay, he wasn't really like that all the time. I couldn't imagine he would be.
Johnny Williams, all night this job.
How long was Johnny here? He wasn't
From
here
the
very
start of it,
Yeah.
65 to whenever he went back
Okay.
to Hawaii.
Okay, that's right. He was one of
Johnny,
Ron Jacobs' guys.
now whenever I had to do the engineership,
Yeah.
that normally worked with him overnight,
Yeah.
Johnny and I would play chess. And so while the record was on, I would take the portable chess player to Johnny. He would make his move and bring it back to me. So we're back and forth all night long.
Were you guys allowed to go in each other's
Oh, yes.
studio? Okay, so there wasn't that kind of thing. Okay. That kind of thing.
And the one in developing the real estate portion of this long story, getting my real estate broker's license,
Right.
I studied on the Johnny Williams show. Okay. So for months and months, I would read something, play my record, read some more.
Wow.
Finally passed the test, which is a 3-day exam in Los Angeles at the time.
Wow.
Wasn't one of the newsmen like Marv Howard? Didn't he sell real estate?
Marv Howard. Marv Howard was a newsman at KSJ.
Right.
And when you start to do the homework and figure out who the engineers were, Marv Howard and another engineer named Riley Ritterbush and Ken Orchard
Yep.
all sold real estate together
Together.
under the Orchard Real Estate.
Wow.
And we sold apartment buildings in the San Fernando Valley. Made a lot of money, and we would get together once a week, get in a car, we'd go out and look at all the apartment buildings and so forth, and they all got their license, Marv Howard and Riley Ritterbush.
Yeah, I can't imagine you could have made enough money in radio.
No,
do
but
anything.
you sold. I think he sold houses to half the KHJ staff.
Well, you know, you got a built-in audience.
Yeah, Johnny Williams bought a house for me.
That's awesome.
Plus other ones and so forth. It was very.
So you sold houses. You didn't like get into the luxury homes out in the canyon.
Now he bought houses and and rented them out.
Okay.
So that's part of what.
See, that's
was
smart.
property
I always think
management.
that's smart.
One of
Yeah.
the
Now I wish
the
he would have just
houses-
kept all the houses.
No, because the thing.
Sold them and built a stupid radio station.
One of the houses was owned by James Drury, who was the Virginia
Yes, I know James.
on the television series. So Kelly, and naturally my daughter, and my wife and I, and the rest of the kids all bought the James and Maria house.
Well, we didn't all buy it. You bought it.
Okay.
But we had to convince his widow to sell it to us.
No, it wasn't a widow.
Wasn't
They were
it?
divorced.
Oh, they were divorced.
divorced.
Yeah, we had to convince
But
her to
she
sell
had
it to us.
tax, yeah.
We kept knocking on the door. It's like, we really want to buy your house. It's not for sale. Okay, but we'll be back.
Was this before? So you also worked at K-Earth because that was the FM side. So when they picked up that FM, and I remember RKO owned a bunch of FMs with every AM almost, and in New York it was just an FM. But they got rid of them, except K-Earth. They got rid of all of them because it's like, oh, FM. FM's not. What's FM? Nobody listens to FM. They're just blocking, and there was FCC rules too about not being able to simulcast or being able to simulcast. I forget what the total rule is. Anybody listening to this that knows radio probably screaming at the speakers going like, John, you should know this. You should know this.
There was a number of stations in Los Angeles. Gene Autry owned the FM station. Some of the other ones were owned, and they were sent over. They were reprogrammed and put on as KUSC. And there were a number of them that sold off and changed so forth and so on. And then a lot of them then all of a sudden realized they made a mistake and tried to rebuild it again.
Yeah.
Gene Autry tried to rebuy another FM, which is now a Hispanic station.
Okay.
And so forth. But yes, I remember. Now, back to K-Earth.
Right.
K-Earth was KHJ-FM.
FM, right.
Okay.
Automated or no?
It was automated.
Okay.
And later on, there was a simulcast with a patch cord for a while. Then they bought a Continental automation system, and it was an old paper, almost like a piano player, where you would remember the different notes were squares, and the notes would pass by a window, and it would play the music. All right. So that was similar to what it was on the FM. It was a rule thing. They would punch the log, figure out what was going to happen, and so a little square, and you would then darken the square, and that would activate the jingle or activate the deck or something like that. So we never realized that the automation, we would be sending over the automation, seeing it roll through the machine and select different things, and all of a sudden we'd be eating a cookie, and we would drop some of the crumbs off the cookie, and it would fall onto the paper.
See where this is going.
Would see something, and he would then instantly
Doing a total cluster.
play that. So that's why, and eventually then K-Earth then became automated with Instacarts. And
Even the music was on Instacart. They didn't do reels, huh?
and they did reels.
I thought they would do reels because that's.
And it was all automated. And then eventually they made the changeover, decided, well, let's have all the Instacarts had the new heads in and so forth, and modernize it. And so they put disc jockeys in there for a while, and then they realized we liked the disc jockeys, so they've abandoned the Instacart. So the Instacarts all showed up years later at the station that we built.
And you're in Victorville.
Had the largest collection of
Cards
Instacarts
ever. It's huge.
18 Instacarts, and they cost like $7,000 each.
Yeah.
We had 9 of them on the AM side, 9 of them on the FM side.
Does he have a workshop still at the house with all kinds of stuff?
No, not anymore. He's pretty much gotten rid of everything. But for the longest time, it was like a museum of Los Angeles radio station equipment. You know, I mean, because we had the first automation was the 903, the Schaefer 903. Where'd that come from?
903.
Where'd you get that
We
from?
bought that
You bought that?
from K-Earth.
Yeah.
So K-Earth.
So we had the 903 for just about 3 or 4 years until you bought the 770, the IGM.
What format
you got 2
did
of
you
them,
do
and
out
one
there?
was from WOR.
What format did you do out there?
Well, it was top 40 in the beginning, kind of like because it was, it's
Were
a
you-
small
We were
market. So
playing
the hits.
Dolly Parton.
Yeah, we were doing the 50s, 60s, and 70s at the time.
Islands on the
Did you
Street.
buy